you looking to change your composite? Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Now, it's a very tough decision. So I spoke with Dr. Todd Snyder to hear a little bit about the decision-making process he goes through when he is switching his composite resin system. So if a dentist is looking to change composite, which I know is a very big decision, why might they look at G-ænial Sculpt?
Well, you bring up a good point. Since everyone has a composite, what's the difference? What makes it unique? G-ænial Sculpt, the handling is really nice. I think most dentists would tend to like a creamy composite, tends to not slump, not stick. I can honestly say this has all those attributes. Take it a step further, the particle size, 300 nanometers, small spherical particles allow it to handle really well and adapt well, but at the same time give it a great luster and polish. Furthermore, over time, the ability for it to get better looking, having a better polish, is also a unique attribute that they have, whereas most of us, when we're doing composite bonding, as you know, it looks funny after a couple months or years.
So those are some great points. You know, the composite's gonna work, it's gonna function well. These are things, that characteristics we expect from our composites today, but what can distinguish is, you said right at the top, sculptability. We want it to handle very well. Tell me a little bit about the handling. What do you enjoy about the handling so much?
Well, you know, some come off as a little too firm.
Yeah.
You know, others are runny and they tend to slump. So if I'm trying to create primary, secondary anatomy in my posterior molars, you know, a lot of times you put a groove in one area and the groove that you just created somewhere else just kind of moves over and is gone. So hence it has too much flow, too much viscosity available to it. Versus others really have to push and get it to work, and it's so firm that it almost pulls off the margin as you're kind of pushing on it. So somewhere in between, that creamy consistent, kind of that perfect ground, is what I would say they've achieved.
So that's fantastic. It's right in the middle, right where you want it to be.
Exactly.
Tell me a little bit more about the polishability, an important characteristic I think some dentists overlook, right?
No, I agree. You know, taking extra time to polish a composite, most of us don't want to be doing that. We want to be moving on to the next patient. So to have something that polishes up faster and easier, but for the same token, when a patient comes back, we've all seen bonding after a few months, it starts looking dingy, kind of loses that polish. Well, the particle size that they've incorporated into this, being that it's spherical and small, allows it to actually create a better polish over time just from toothbrush wear, from natural, you know, brushing and flossing, so that things actually look better when they come back over time.
That's interesting. So when that patient is sitting in your recall chair and you look and you go, oh boy, let me get the polishing cup here, we got to do it, you're finding you're going to have to do that less.
Exactly. Beautiful. So another beautiful benefit, saves time, patient's happier.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.